All right, we are back here on the Iona Athletics Podcast. Joining us today, two members of the reigning MAC champion golf team. We have Oisin Devereaux and Justin Berkhammer in the studio with us today. Guys, welcome. How are you?
Pretty good, thanks.
Doing well. How about yourself?
Doing pretty good. Gotta say, we talked to Coach Burke earlier this year. Nice to actually get some of you guys in the podcast this time. So,
yeah, Coach Burke, he's a little bit iffy, isn't he?
He's a shaky guy, but
Yeah.
we deal with him all the time, so it's nice.
yeah. You guys have any good stories about Coach Burke?
Oh, I don't know if we're allowed to say it on here.
Yeah, a lot of, I don't know if good stories, but a lot of good memories of them, obviously. Stuff that we'll remember for the rest of our lives, and he'll always be a part of it.
Yeah, he's a great coach, but he's more of a friend to us too, which is nice. So we kind of have that bond with him, and that's part of the reason why we play well.
Yeah, it's definitely nice for sure. And I also got to say, I talked to him earlier this year, and this is right before you guys went out to Dublin and won the UCD Challengers Cup. How awesome was that to be able to bring that back home?
Yeah, no, it's a great tournament. We were very fortunate that we get to go over to Ireland. It's tough, but winning it's a nice boost for the year, and it kind of gives us the confidence to go on and win more, hopefully.
Yeah, it's nice for Waves to get back at some of his other fellow Irishmen and bring the cup back to the States. It's always nice it's always nice little bragging rights for us, which is always good.
It is definitely nice. And before we dive in, I want to ask you guys, what do you love the most about being a golfer, about the game of golf? I'll throw it to Justin first.
Okay, I say it's probably just because it's yourself. So it's something that you have no one else to blame but yourself. So it's always like a team sport. You're like a baseball team. You got people out there that someone can make a mistake and then the whole team suffers. But golf's just all about you. So if you mess up, it's on you. You can't blame anybody else. So I like that aspect of it, and I like being able to go out and if I don't play well, I know it's my doing. I can't really blame anybody else.
It's the least athletic sport, so I like it that way. I don't have to do much, but it's fun. As Justin said, it's a very personal sport. You're very out one with yourself on the golf course, so like that example you gave, you're not really relying on others. You're just it's you, yourself, and I. So that's why I like it.
Yeah, it definitely makes some sense to me. And you brought up the whole story about, golfers aren't athletes. They're just hitting clubs all day. So I'll give you a chance to go out there and say, what's the harder part of being a golfer? Like the physical part of hitting the strokes and figuring out I got to hit this shot perfectly, or is it the mental game? Do I use this club? How I read the green? What do you think is the harder part?
We do get a lot of stick for not being very, I guess, fit or whatever, but we're pretty fit. We play basketball a few times a week. We all run. The hardest part about golf, I think, it is physically draining. We go out to some tournaments where we could have to walk 13, 14 miles in a day, and doing that in 75-degree heat in the sun takes a lot out of you. So we're a lot fitter than people think, and I don't think we get credit for that, but we're okay with it, I guess.
Yeah, I agree with that. We always joke around about the whole not being physical in a sport and everything like that, but we work out 3 to 4 times a week. We run almost every day, and I mean probably the hardest part is probably, like Oisin said, it's just being out there. It's both physically and mentally. It's a grind because we were down in Savannah, Georgia a week and a half ago, and we were at the golf course from 7 a.m. till about 5:30 in the afternoon, playing golf all day. There's no break, so it's just both physically and mentally. It's just a grind both ways.
Yeah, I definitely can get that, and this is a great point. Also, I'll point out to these guys, it's not just show up and hit the hole and then magically you're at the next hole. You have to walk the course yourself, so it's it does take a toll on you.
Yeah, for sure. It's very kind of, I wouldn't say it takes a lot out of you. Nah, it does. It does. We play very few 36-hole days, and the ones we do play, none of us look forward to. It sucks, and kind of getting done with it is very nice. Yeah. But yeah, it's very straining. Yeah,
so let's have a little more fun here. Okay. Each of you guys give me what's the craziest shot you've ever hit, and you're wow, how'd I hit this?
Oh God, you can go first. I guess I gotta think.
No, me too. Craziest shot I've ever hit in a tournament. Are we saying in a tournament?
In general, it could be in general.
Wow, I have multiple times gone into a water hazard, taken most of my clothes off and played a couple shots out there. I actually hit one out of a water, a couple weeks back over winter break when I was back home in Florida, and hit a pretty good shot on the middle of the green, made birdie from 200 yards out in the water, which is That's probably up there, and probably I'm gonna say top 10 shots. I don't know if it's the craziest, but it's definitely one that I'll remember for a while.
Save yourself a few strokes there too.
Yeah, I saved myself probably 3 or 4. Yeah, so it was nice. It worked out. You know, got the pants a little dirty, but that's all fun and games.
Yeah.
Craziest shot I've ever hit. Well, being from Ireland, we don't have that much like in terms of wildlife, like scary animals, blah blah blah. So like 2 years ago, we went down on spring break. We go down to Florida every year, and we were down at Jupiter Hills Country Club, and I'm playing with Coach Burke, and I hit my ball long in this par 3. It's only about 5 feet over the green, and walk up, and there's a little baby alligator. Now, mind you, I've rarely ever seen alligators before, so I don't really know what to do. And Coach Burke's like, "Oh, go on, just go hit it." I walk up, go to hit it. I'm like, whatever, he's not going to do anything. This thing like jumps, goes into the water. I start freaking out. I'm running away from the ball. I'm like, nah, not doing that again. I didn't even hit the shot, but that's still the craziest shot I've ever hit.
Yeah, that's a Coach Burke story too to throw in there. He's like that. He'll just be like, "Yeah, nothing's going to happen," just to see how we would react. So.
Yeah, double back. Might as well cover both your bases. One story there.
Yeah.
I will say for sure. I mean, like, also, I got to say, it was pretty cool. I also worked some of the basketball games, the production side. We got to see you guys get the rings at halftime this year. So, like, how cool was that being able to, like, be recognized, like, at half court at one of these basketball games at halftime?
Yeah, it's been great for the last 2 years going out there at halftime and having, our families around us and everything like that. It almost feels like it's a family tie at that point, because it feels like not only is it just the golf team and our families, like personally, but then it feels like all the student athlete base is kind of behind us when we're walking out there, and it's nice to look up in the stands and not only see our immediate family but our student athlete family up there supporting us as well.
Yeah, no, it's a great feeling. A lot of people, they don't see kind of the work we do behind the scenes. Like, we do practice a lot, like a few hours every day, so to get honoured at the basketball game is definitely nice, and as Justin said, to get to see everyone when you walk out on the court, like, it's a good feeling. Having Matt Glavaski there tap you up on center court, nothing better than that.
Yeah, shout out to Matt Glavaski.
For sure.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess I gotta say, it also was cool. I was talking to Sean, Coach Burke earlier this year. He was so excited that you guys got the new putting green this year. How awesome has that been for you guys to be able to like practice putting on campus?
Yeah, no, it's definitely a game changer. It's something that we've kind of wanted for the past few years, but never thought we'd get, especially in my 4 years here. But now that we've got it, we're a step ahead of every other program in the MAC. It's actually in very good condition, and I think shout out to Mike for that. He looks after the green for us. He's always up there grinding just as much as we are. So, couldn't thank him more for all the work he's done. But yeah, it's definitely a big help having a green like that. Yeah,
I was up there actually right before he came here, and Mike was up there. He's always trying to put in something new to keep us one step ahead of the game. And as Oshin said, we're the first school in the MAC ever to have an on-campus facility, real live green or any sort of something like that. So that's one step ahead of everybody else in the MAC. That is to our advantage. And Mike and the whole maintenance crew. It's Mike, but the maintenance crew also helped. They've been just fantastic to us, and they've kind of taken us under their wings, and they're showing us how to keep the green in a certain not perfection, but try to keep it as good as possibly we can. So it's been great. It's been a great advantage. So I'm hoping the weather stays as nice as it is, so we can get out there a lot more.
I'm sure that the unseasonably warm winter has definitely been a help getting ready for the golf season.
Yeah, we're okay with it.
It helps us. It helps the green. It helps everything. So I hope it keeps getting warmer and warmer.
I've seen enough snow. I'm good.
Yeah, I'm good. I'm good with you guys having perfectly great golf practicing. I mean, you don't have to shovel, which is fantastic.
Yeah,
that is true.
It's a win-win.
It is a win-win, and out of curiosity, I'm not very familiar with like the practice structure. Obviously, you can't have a full golf course on campus. So, like, how do you like practice, get ready for these tournaments?
Well, we have our indoor net and mat, which we have a foresight for. It's an online simulator that was pretty expensive that we got donated to us. So we use that for kind of the longer shots that we need to hit, and that gives us a visual and gives us numbers. And then for the short game aspect, we have the outdoor chipping green, so we can go up, we can just kind of get everything in tune. And then when we get to a tournament, it's just kind of, again, fine-tuning that. And then just once this side of the season comes, we go down to Florida, we're out in the course. It's just kind of putting everything together and, like, getting the whole package, I suppose.
Yeah, it's just the cold months is when, we kind of get the back end of the stick. Obviously it's nothing we can control, it's Mother Nature, but yeah, so we're indoors probably right now for the next 3 weeks, but we're going to be down in Florida for spring break and everything. So after that, weather should be nice. We'll be back on the course. So we'll probably be playing outdoors 3 to 4 days a week, and then range time. So the indoor facility and like the putting green will get a lot more use, and the indoor facility will kind of wane off of that a little bit, which will be nice to have. You know, it's nice to see a golf ball fly in the air than rather into a simulator, but it'll be good.
It is definitely good, and I'm going to throw this out there too. We'll take the Max out. We'll take the UCD out. What's your favorite tournament to play in?
Oof. Personally, I love the Lehigh Invitational. I've been successful down there the past few years, but I just love the course. I love the area. It's a good field, and it's usually nice weather. We've had last year was pretty cold.
Yeah, last year was a little cold.
Oh, we won that last year.
We did. We won that last year in the cold, but that's a great event.
But yeah, that's my favorite event.
Take Max out of it. What's your favorite event? I was gonna say Max. I'll probably go Lehigh as well. Lehigh is just run very well. It's almost run like a MAC event. You know, you have really good teams there, and the tournament's just really well run, and the tee gifts and everywhere you stay, it's just really nice. So I'll second him. I say Lehigh.
You hate the 18th hole.
I don't like the 18th hole at Lehigh, but I like the tournament.
Why don't you like the 18th hole?
It hasn't been good to me. We'll just say that. It just visually, some golfers visually see certain holes better than others. That one is not in my forte.
Fair enough. 'Cause I'm sure there's always one hole every course. You're probably like, I don't like this hole.
At least one.
At least one, yeah.
Yeah.
Oof. It's been 18 at some courses.
Hey, at least the fewer it is, the better round you're gonna have. I feel like.
Absolutely, yeah. Well, you'd hope so.
You'd hope, but you never know how the wind is swirling, how the ball lies, how the greens are. You can never control all that
A
stuff.
lot of variables, yeah.
So you see, it is tougher to be a golfer than people give it credit for.
There you go. You said it for us. We didn't have to say anything.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's tough. It is.
It's a tough game.
If you love it like we do, you're willing to kind of.
You know, we've been. I'll second this kind of. We've been starting to swim a little bit on Fridays, just as something like it loosens up our bones and everything. And swimmers will be like, oh, you know, like golf's so hard, and then we'll go swim a 50 in the pool, and we're gassed, and we're like, you know, we're looking at some of these swimmers, and they're swimming thousands, and it's like, how are you doing that? You know, it's so. I feel like it's a trade-off on every sport. You look at a different sport, and you say, oh, that sport's harder than, you know. So it's kind of just different in the sense, but every sport has its own individual. Like
specialization.
Exactly.
Yeah, because like I'm sure if you took some of those swimmers and said, "Hey, go swing at the simulator for about 2 hours, see how you feel."
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, there's definitely each sport has that kind of niche to it.
Yeah.
That's difficult. Like, I don't know. I feel like we play a lot of sports in our off time, so we appreciate a lot more. Like basketball, everybody appreciates the basketball team, but track, like we run a good bit, so like seeing what the track kids do, running, I don't know, 50, 60 miles a week. Like I don't know how they do that. But like I feel like there's a lot more people ever since we've won the back-to-back that are kind of appreciating what we do, and hopefully this year we can win again, and then there'll be that little bit more appreciation, and then for years to come. Because I remember when I got here, people didn't even know golf was a sport.
Yeah.
So, you know, we've come a long way since then.
Yeah, come a long way. You are the reigning back-to-back MAC champions. Obviously, the bullseye's on your back. It's like, you know what, we don't want to let them win a third time. So like, how do you guys like internally prepare for that? It's like, oh, like, you know, they're coming for us.
We kind of use that as fire, to be honest with you. And the MAC always has their little preseason rankings, and it doesn't mean anything because it's just, you know, it's just almost a popularity vote, and it's based on rankings and yada yada. But we were ranked preseason third this year. That's also kind of fueling the flame for us. Doesn't even really feel like we have a target on our back. It almost seems like we're being slept on, but we know what we're capable of. We know we can win down there, and I think if we play our game like we've been doing the past couple of years, we'll be okay.
Yeah, I agree. I think we're being slept on a good bit. I think people feel like we've had our time in the sun, and it's kind of, we're just going to do whatever this year, finish second, third, blah, blah, blah. But, you know, I feel like we have 4 of the same 5 from last year, 4 of the same 5 from 2 years ago, and not a lot of people appreciate that. And we have set the bar to a certain level for ourselves, and we know if the only person we can beat is ourselves. Ryder, St. Peter's, they can go out and play really good. If we go out and play the same, we'll still beat them. So it's just about us putting in the work now, and hopefully in, I don't know, 5 weeks' time, is it?
Yeah,
6?
just about 6.
We just show up and we put the goods on the course and put our money where our mouth is, really.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I never really understood how you could do a preseason poll for golf, because I'm like, yeah, it's like like I feel like sort of like, oh, like let's get the new hotness in there. Like we're sick of these guys. They won twice in a row. Let's get somebody new at the top of the poll.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like the first year we won, we were what? Six?
We were sixth.
Six.
We were
Six
sixth
out of
in the
9.
preseason, and we won. We didn't. We won. We won by not a lot, but we still won. We were up by a lot, and we still won. But
we almost lost.
It doesn't mean anything, you know. And having them almost not disrespect us, but in a sense where we're kind of being slept on this year is definitely fueling the fire.
I feel like we have a little bit of a chip on our shoulder because of it. But we'll use that as motivation. We're not going to go out with the cocky mentality that we're the best. We're going to go out just try to prove everyone wrong, and I feel like that's what works for us, and that's better for us.
Yeah, and I mean for sure, golf like was my last thing. Obviously, like it's so easy for people to like say like, oh, like golf such and such and such, but my theory is like obviously like it doesn't matter what St. Peter's does, it matters what Ryder does, because really it's all like how you're hitting the ball that day and you're keeping on top of your stuff. If you can control, you control. You can't control if they're gonna hit like amazing shots.
Yeah, it comes down to that individual aspect, like we were talking about, right? So it's like golf in college is a team sport. But in the sense, it's a team sport, but you're still individually doing it for yourself because you have to go out there and play well individually, and then the team has to play well as a whole. So if everybody plays well individually, then the team will play well in the end.
Yeah, I agree. I just think there's 5 of us. We don't rely on anyone. We kind of just go out, play our own game. If someone has a bad day, then we've got 4 other guys who'll take it up. So, it's a nice feeling. It's nice going out to know that we can't control what they do, but if we do our thing, we'll be thereabouts. And then whatever happens from there, at least we can say we gave it our all.
All right, there you have it. Justin Burkhammer, Oisin Devereaux from the golf team, getting ready for a couple more regular season tournaments before the MAC tournament. Best of luck, guys, the rest of the way.
Thank you. Thanks for having us.